How you doing, champ?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thank you for taking your time to speak to us again today.
No problem, man. It's always a pleasure.
First of all, I want to say congratulations on getting this big fight with Mikey Mckinson on the Whyte Povetkin on the card too.
Yeah, thank you, man. I mean, like I said, this is a fight I've wanted for a long time, so it's here now, you know.
Amazing. The last time we spoke, Chris, you just beat Luther Clay. You was on the first fight on the cards. Roll on 6 months later, this
Mhm.
fight is made. How was it made over the line? And was he the only name that was offered to you? Did it feel right when this name was brought up?
Uh, it was like this. Um, we tried to get the fight for the British title in November, December times. That didn't happen. So we had to just look whoever was available. So we called for him. So I wanted to fight him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was talking about how, no one wants to fight him. We should make the phone call. Well, you can't make the phone call. If you can't make the phone call, that means you're not really interested in the fight. You know what I mean? So we made the phone call to show that we're interested in the fight. So boom, let's make it happen.
And was it easy to get over the line? Did it take long?
No, it didn't take long. For about 2 days, literally. So
Maybe.
easy as that, man. Easy as that.
Do you know what? Um, Hats off to both of you as well for doing that, because at the moment a lot of people have been calling each other out and nothing's getting over the line. So there's a question from Jermaine, who's part of Pound for Pound. He said, you stated before you wanted to fight the big names in your division.
Okay.
Your name's been mentioned alongside fights like Benn,
hmm
Marku, and Mckinson.
Yeah.
Both of you have wanted this fight for so long. How much do you respect Mikey Mckinson for taking this fight and putting his undefeated streak on the line?
I respect him. He's took a lot of risk in his career. He's fought the right fights at the right time. So what can I say? Um, and now it's time for me to give him his first loss on the 6th of March. And yeah, all respect to him, man. What can I say?
Let's rewind back to last year. You mentioned December you were looking at the British title. That's Chris Jenkins, right?
hmm
Obviously, he's got a mandatory. Essuman, I think it's Essuman.
Yeah.
That's meant to fight. I think they're meant to fight in March. Is that what stopped that fight from happening, or was it just a too much of a short notice for Chris Jenkins?
No, what happened? I was mandatory, but the British Boxing Board, they wanted they put me to fight Liam Taylor first. So they
Okay.
said if I get through Liam Taylor, then I'll fight Chris Jenkins, or the winner out of Chris Jenkins and Echo Essuman. So I said, perfect, let's do that. So they made it mandatory for us to fight for the eliminator. We had the deal over the line, and then next couple of days he called back and said he didn't want to fight. We don't know what the reason was, but he said he wasn't interested in the fight. So the boxing board have then what they've done is, I think they've made me, which is only right anyway, made me straight mandatory for the winner out of Chris Jenkins and Echo Essuman. So let's see how they get on. I'll be watching, and yeah, ready to take on the winner.
Do you have a prediction for that fight?
I think Echo wins. I think Echo wins on points. I think he just puts the pressure on him. Um, I think Chris Jenkins gets cut way too easily, gets hit with too many punches, and Echo brings the pressure. So let's see how it goes.
Sticking to last year, I remember I saw a interview with Eddie Hearn with I talking about
hmm
the big undercards and Murray
Yeah.
to get you last minute on that card, or
hmm
what AJ Pugilist with them. I think it was after Taylor pulled out and he said, we're just trying to find an opponent for Kongo, find one. And then all of a sudden, this massive thing came out on Twitter with Sam Jones and
hmm
Martin. Oh, we've offered Kongo the fight. I remember your live that you seemed angry. Last minute, they put in a for it, and it was just last minute. Take us
Yeah.
through what exactly was this offer for Mark?
So basically, the offer was they wanted to fight at championship weight for no title for an 8-rounder. And they already know that I had my opponent pulled out, and I've been looking for an opponent. And I just needed a fight, even just to take over, just to get a fight. So that's why I picked him. They said he needed an opponent. I put my hand up and say, yeah, I'm here. Let's go. They're talking about, we can only fight we only want to fight at 147, 147 pounds. And it didn't make sense to me because it's not a championship fight. Yeah, one. And two, on the day of the weigh-in, the guy had to weigh in naked, so he was struggling to make the weight anyway. You could see that. How dumb are you? Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they didn't really want the fight. And look at the performance. Look at the performance. On a big card like that, you can't perform like that. You can't have average performance on big cards. Never. You know? Your aim on the big cards should be to steal the show. Simple as. And he went there and got a draw. Even though I think he won, he went there and got a draw. He knocked the guy, he put the guy down, he couldn't finish him. So,
You know, respect to his opponent for taking those shots, because any other of his opponents would have went down. But a lot of people did criticize because they expected the Marku performance where he just gets his opponents out.
yeah.
A lot. I remember he went on live as announced it was a draw. What was it about that didn't match what the typical Marku performance is in the past?
Well, the typical Marku performance, he's fighting guys at a lower weight class. Look at the guys that he's fought. Look at the guy he knocked out on the show. On what card was it? Was it the boxer tournament?
Boxer tournament.
Knocked the guy out. The guy was a super lightweight, or probably even a lightweight. Yeah, I know there's rumors. I know he was calling for a certain fighter, right? And that fighter was a lightweight. Why are you fighting these guys? His next fight is against Rylan Charlton, right? Okay, cool. You go and look at Rylan Charlton's Instagram. One of his posts, it says that these welterweights are calling me out. I'm not a welterweight. I'm a light welterweight. Why are you fighting him? Why are you fighting that guy? These guys are light welterweight. If you want to go down to light welterweight, go down to light welterweight. Do you get what I'm saying? So it don't make sense to me. It just don't make sense. There's all of us welterweights here, and you're fighting light welterweights. It don't make sense.
Are you saying it's going to be a walk in the Marku? Is this a 50-50 fight? Because Charlton can box and bang. I think Marku's big for him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Charlton can bang. We've seen him in his last fight. He looks solid, tough. We don't know if the boxing skills are there. Didn't really see much. You know, even though he won by knockout, second or third round,
I think the third.
He got cut. It was kind of a bad cut as well. Well, they both cut each other anyway. So, yeah, there's still a lot to see from Rylan Charlton, which obviously we'll see when they box each other. But for Marku, I don't know. I don't see anything that. I don't know if he can even win this fight. It's a tough fight. So let's see how he gets on and judge from there. But like they always say, you're only as good as your last performance.
So are you saying basically, obviously you've got this big test against Mikey Mckinson. You get past, you're technically mandatory for the belt. Are you saying that you've gone past Marku now and you're looking for bigger and better things to look towards?
Of course, even after this fight, I don't know if the British title, if I really want to be interested in a British title, because that once I beat Mckinson, that's going to make me number 6 or 5 in the world in the WBO rankings. So why would I look back? That's like taking a step backwards to go and fight for the British title. It don't make sense to me. So let's see. You never know. There might be an opportunity like that's lucrative for me to fight for the British title. But after that, I'll be looking at better opponents, man. Looking at some world-class opponents. But the main focus is Mckinsey.
Plus, whether he wins or loses, the Jenkins fight might still happen because he's got the European title as well.
He's got the Commonwealth, innit, Jenkins?
That's it, the Commonwealth, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You never know. That could happen. You know, let's see how it goes.
100%. Let's talk about your opponent. 19-0, undefeated, good boxer as well in the he can hit. What is it about him that makes him so dangerous and so popular in the welterweight division?
What makes him dangerous is his style. He's a southpaw and he's awkward. That's what makes him dangerous. But for me, I've boxed loads of southpaws in my career as a boxer. Done lots of work with southpaws, sparred loads of southpaws. I know I'm good at fighting southpaws. So I've been in many camps with a unified champion, helping him to fight other guys. And I know when I spar Josh Taylor, they ain't spars, they're bouts. So it is like a bout to me. We push each other because we both want each other. We want to see each other win. I want to see him win. I was happy to see him lift them belts because I know I had an input in there. I know I pushed him to the limit. I know I pushed him in them rounds there. And I know in my fights, when I won, I know he pushed me to my limit. So I want to thank him as well. So we push each other. So I know what I can do. And let's be honest, Josh Taylor's a better fighter than Mckinson. So I know I got his number, 100%.
What's it like sparring possibly the next unified lightweight champion?
Boy, it's good experience, great experience, you know. I'm
Great.
Great fighter. Trying to get some more rounds with him now. If you can help me out for my next fight, that's perfect. That's probably the only person I want to spar right now. No one else. So yeah, I'm sure he'll give me a call back, and we'll go from there.
I saw a picture. Didn't you spar Fowlwr as well?
Yeah, I sparred Fowlwr. Well, I sparred Fowlwr. It's a shame that obviously I'm fighting Mckinson because I would have been sparring him. I would have been sparring him up until his fight, so I would have helped him out as well, you know. And Fowler's strong. He's strong.
Good fighter.
He's got a good jab and all that, and we give each other good work, so it's only right. But I know after this fight we'll be getting some work again together.
What makes you so different from those 9 opponents of Mikey Mckinson?
My style. I think I'm a lot slicker than any of them. I know I'm a bigger puncher than all of them guys. And I know I just got the skill and speed, and I know I got the IQ here. So I know I'm better than all these last opponents. And I know I will beat, or not even beat, I will knock out all these last opponents that he could have knocked them out. So I know what I can do.
Would you say on paper, if you look at your previous opponents, it's your toughest test so far?
100%, because the only person that I fought with a good record was Luther Clay. I tried to fight other people; they weren't interested, you know. So what can I say? Yeah, I tried to fight these other guys, and I just had pullouts after pullouts. That's why I was out for 16 months. But like I said, if I can put a performance like that after 16 months, then what can I do when I'm active? It's problems, you know? So I'm just going to stay active and keep working now. This is my time.
I see that there's a lot of respect between you two because I think the respect is there from the both. Because when this fight was announced, a lot of people were shocked. They didn't expect it. Because obviously in this welterweight, you, Benn, Kelly, who else is there? Obviously Mikey Mckinson. And a lot of call-outs, but nothing's been made. And finally, you know, you both up and said, you know what? Let's show you guys we can do, like, we're not scared of our defeat. Show everyone we're the best. And I think you guys have earned the respect of everyone in boxing. And you know what? As much, no disrespect to obviously Dillian, and this is the fight of the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe so as well. Obviously, Dillian's the main event, but this fight has been talked about a lot. I've been getting a lot of calls, a lot of interviews. People are actually surprised that we're getting it on quite early in our careers. But this is modern day boxing now. We have to put our O's on the line and see who's the best. Like I said, I come into this sport, I didn't come in for the money. I come to leave a legacy, you know. I come to show that I'm the best in the UK and in the world. So this is what I want to do, is fight the best.
100%. Is this fight going to go the...
Nope, this is not going the distance. I'm telling you now, this fight is not going the distance. I promise you. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to let it. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to be smart. But I know once I hit him and I hurt him, the fight is done.
You said that against Bay and you kept your words.
I kept my words. I kept my words. I said once I hurt you, the fight is done. Even if I don't hurt you and I don't finish you that round, there's more rounds to come. If I can hurt you once, I can hurt you twice. If I can hurt you once, I can hurt you again. So once I have him hurt, the fight is done.
Before I let you go, I want to talk about, obviously you gave your prediction for Chris Jenkins, Essuman as well. Your kind of a prediction for Rylan Charlton. There's other names out, and they're fighting this year as well. You got Josh Kelly going for the European title against Avanesyan. You've got Benn against Vargas. What's your predictions for those fights? And could you see a potential showdown with one of these guys this year?
This year, I don't know. My predictions on Benn and Vargas, I think Benn should knock him out. Vargas is done now. He's done now. He's not the same fighter as he was before. And I'm expecting him to get knocked out within 1 to 6 rounds. The fight with Josh Kelly and David Avanesyan is a good fight. Josh has got to be smart. He's got to pick his punches and be relentless, you know. And sometimes even he has to stand his ground a bit. But I think if he boxes smart, uses his jab angles, and he doesn't stay on the ropes, then he's got a chance of winning this fight. But I don't know. That's a good fight, and I just want to wait and see when it happens.
It's going to be an amazing fight, and fireworks. I can see someone getting dropped in that. Avanesyan can bang as well, but they're both good, technically really good fight. The Benn fight, yeah, he should knock him out. But remember, a lot of people thought Khan was gonna be easy. He was it second round?
Yeah, he dropped him.
So he could cause a shocker there, but it should be.
I doubt it. But let's see.
Have you trained different for this fight, or is it any just all the other opponents?
No, we have to step it up this fight. We have to step it up. Every fight we're going to step it up. So I'm even doing new things now that I wasn't doing last camp. You know, so it's got to be done. Doing more rounds, more time, and it's what we're doing, man.
The moment the welterweight division outside domestically is booming, obviously you can't look up. Is there any particular getting past Mikey Mckinson that you might look at the top 10 and think, I want to have a go at the person?
Well, like I said, my main focus is Mikey Mckinson, so I ain't focused on anyone else at the moment. That's the main goal.
Chris, I want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to us today. I can't wait to fight, and I wish you the best fight. And you know what? Selfishly, I want you to go for the British title. I know you're looking at bigger things, but do you know what? It's a prestigious title to win.
Of course.
Whoever face the two, it's another domestic fight, and I would love to see that.
Of course, 100%. In due time, let's see. You know.
Good luck with everything. Before I let you go, obviously, I'm going to say, what's the prediction for Whyte Povetkin? What round?
Dylan will finish him off this time. He ain't gonna let him off the lead, you know. So that's my prediction. Straight knockout.
Good answer.
All right. Nice one, man.
Bro, take care and good luck with everything.
All right. Cheers, brother.
Take care, bro.